Hello. Hello, hello. Can't start the stream without some Coke Zero. This stream brought to you by Big Soda. I should probably message Red Hawk. How's the smell today? This early in the morning, it got bad for a bit. Because I've been awake since 5 a.m. Well, before 5 a.m. I got up at about 4:45. Which is why I hope I don't stream for too long today. Because for the past 2 nights, I've gone to bed around 10:30 p.m. and then gotten up around 4:30. So might be really sleepy. What was I gonna say? Anyway, yeah. So early in the morning, I had my windows open because I'm trying to get some cool, fresh air into the place. But I had to shut the windows after like 10 minutes because it started to smell. But when I went out to get lunch, it wasn't bad, so that's nice at least. But hello everybody, PC Load Letter, Chokan, Hammer Brother, VPR, sponsored by King Supers. I actually wanted to go today. Ended up not doing that because I was tired. And I wanted to stay at home and watch Dota. Aquila. 8-hour stream coming up for sure. No, see this time, I installed all the gaskets already. See, I'm way ahead of you. Tested the PCB. And the only concern I have is with the switches. Because they are cherry switches. So, I've already had to toss some. Consistency isn't... When graduation? Right! Congratulations, VPR! Graduated today. Very nice. So I'm assuming the finals went okay. There's a Black 7 Vito building today. Got some cherry stabilizers. Retooled. 6.25 view. Spacebar. Seems good. Seems good. Alright. I'm going to clip the stabilizer inserts. The last semester grades aren't due until the 16th. Don't know why they had the graduation before grades were due. Isn't that usually the case? Guess we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Check the inserts. Make sure. So What has everyone been up to? Okay, so this one needs to go into trash. See how it's not entirely smooth? So, straight in the trash. Also trash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more then. I'm gonna go ahead and help him disassemble all these. Always makes me anxious when I see stabilizers packed like that. This makes it very likely for the wire to get bent. Guy next to me did a Link to the Past Zelda theme on his. See, sometimes I don't know how I feel about stuff like that. I don't know. Also, I don't mean to be a gatekeeper, but sometimes I find it strange when people wrap their identities around something that they've spent, like, say, less, you know, I'm just throwing out a random number, you know, where they've spent less than 200 hours on. So, for example, I've played Dota for over 9,000 hours. You won't see me putting the Dota logo on my graduation hat. But, if I did, I think, 9,000 hours, that's a pretty good, you can say, alright, that's a big enough part of his life. He can do that. But if you played some game, it can be a very good game. And again, that's why I said, I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper, but I guess I kind of am being one. I don't know. It's just weird to me, that's all. If you want to do it, you can do it. I just think it's kind of strange. You get a tattoo on your butt. I should get a Dota tramp stamp. Going to keyboard meetup tomorrow. Very nice. I don't know if Base Kataz is here. Probably not, but I know he has a meetup this weekend too, I think. Couldn't go to Ida my graduation. Undergrad, I forgot about it. Postgrad, I was already in Japan. You forgot about it. Something tells me you were an excellent student. Where's the... This was on the floor. I should put this. My grades are so bad it wasn't worth celebrating. Didn't go to any of my college graduations. Yeah, I went to mine. Also because I thought I was gonna get the top graduate award. I did not. My close friend beat me to it. I was a bit miffed. Just a little bit. So the way they do it is they have it's almost like a checklist type thing. So I had a 4.0. I was a double major. I was in honors. And so my friend had the exact same thing. She swapped to a double major, I think, in her final year. So she was supposed to graduate with a Spanish minor. And in the end, she swapped it to a major, and so she became a dual major. She was in honors, dual major, also 4.0, but she was on their soccer team. So she had that over me on her CV, so she beat me to it. So that was quite annoying, because I was cruising to the award. And then I got fucked. I did get the top psych student award at least. So at least I got something. Went to all of mine. All boring. I didn't go to my high school graduation. That one I didn't bother going. Because at first I was barred from going. So my school is really stupid. If you fail the Chinese exam based on your final exam, you can't walk. You can fail everything else but not Chinese. For some reason. And well, guess what? I failed Chinese, so so I wasn't allowed to go, even though I was in the was I in the top 10%? No, but I was in the top 15 or 20%. No, wait, maybe I was in the top 10%. I think I was. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't allowed to go. Just because I failed Chinese. I was the top science student. I was the top in physics, biology, chemistry. But I wasn't allowed to go. And then I think they changed the ruling, and then they told me, oh, actually you can show up. And I was like, fuck that. So I didn't go. To be honest though, I didn't think it was. And again, I don't mean to be a gatekeeper or anything, but graduating high school, congratulations. You did what is required by law. I can see, okay, graduating college, alright. You know, that takes some dedication. And money. Was your school specifically a Chinese school? Yes. So, in Malaysia, it's actually kind of fucked. Because there's segregation by schools. So you have, even among public schools, you have these vernacular schools. And so you have the standard school, which their official language is Malay. And then you have Chinese schools. And then you have Tamil schools. And so in elementary school or primary school, basically, sometimes I think they've standardized it now, but back then our say math textbooks would be in Chinese, but I believe it's standard now. Actually, that one I don't know, but I know for secondary school or high school, the math and sciences and all that. So for my generation, it was in English. It used to be in Malay. It used to be in English, and then they changed it to Malay, and then they changed it to English, and then I think a few years after I graduated, they changed it back to Malay. I don't know what it is right now. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's just politics, basically. Anyway, so for example, in my school, even though our syllabus is mostly the same as the non-Chinese schools, but our teachers will teach in Chinese, and then you will be required to take Chinese. And then all the administrative stuff is in Chinese as well. But yeah, so what ends up happening is then you get segregation because, for example, we had almost no Malays and Indians in our school. They would be less than 1% total. Non-Chinese students. Not ethnically Chinese. So I would have friends who would literally so at least for me, I used to play soccer and I was in a band and I went to church. So I had a lot of social circles outside of school. And that means at least I got to hang out with non-ethnically Chinese people. Whereas that's not the case for most of my friends in school. And so a lot of them literally would not have any Malay or Indian friends until they get out of school, basically. But yeah, it is kind of tricky though, because I think that it really shouldn't be a thing, at least for public schools, just because of the segregation aspect. But I am kind of glad I went to a... The thing is that the culture at the Chinese schools are very different. You know how Asians are stereotyped to be very studious and academics focused. So take that to an extreme. That would be the Chinese school culture in Malaysia. So pretty much all the top schools, for example, would be Chinese schools. And so, in a weird way, I am glad I went to one. Oh, okay, maybe not. I wouldn't say I'm glad I went to one. But the benefit that I got from it was that it was a very hardcore academics environment. And so college was a breeze. The hardest part about college was going to class and actually doing homework. That was it. The exams, material, everything, super fucking easy, because our exams in my school were insane. So for example, our so in Form 1, which is basically the first grade of secondary school. So when you're 13, what's that? That's 7th grade? The history exams would be 50 fill in the blanks. No options, no multiple choice, no anything. Just fill in the blanks. So 50 questions, and it's just fill in the blanks. And so if you did not study, if you didn't memorize everything, and the annoying part is they would intentionally ask you super weird shit as well. So in your textbook, you know how they'll have like the little trivia thingies on the side? That's where a lot of the questions will come from. Because they just want to make sure that... So it was kind of weird, because then what ends up happening is you figure out, okay, I think the thing that you learn from the way the exams are administered is I learned how to kind of game the system, I guess. As in, I learned... So when I would study in college, I would think, okay, this is the sort of stuff that they can form a question around. And this other stuff, nah, there's nobody gonna ask that, you know? How do you even put that on an exam paper? And so the very rigorous exam system taught me a very efficient and effective way of studying, and so college made it just stupid easy. Malaysia being so multicultural makes for an amazing food scene. Well, yeah, of course. Because it's also, that's why we don't really have... We don't even bother calling it fusion food. It's just food. It's just everything's just mixed. Start a college Dota team. Yeah. Those days are way past me. I really wish I had started Dota when I was younger though. Because it was huge in Malaysia when I was in high school. But I did not have internet at home. And I wasn't allowed to go to LAN cafes. So all that just passed me by. Where did the extra wires go? What color is this? This is a black 7V. So, this is the 5th one I'm building. We still have not built a blue 7V. Did I end up getting a blue one? I can't remember what colors Turnstile got. I think he got a navy. I think. But if he did not, then it means I will have built... This is the 5th one. If he didn't get one, I will have built 8 7Vs and not have a single navy 7V. It's okay. Now that you graduated, get yourself a nice job and then send it here. Where is the grease? But get a job in this economy? Dude, so it turns out the free entree from the Chipotle rewards, you can get any of the entrees. So, or any of the proteins. So I went with their latest, the garlic something whatever steak. So over here, the sofritas and chicken are about $8, a little over 8. The new seasonal thing, the steak, is 11 something. So I got that for free. It's pretty nice. It actually is pretty good. New chicken. Oh, I think we already had that. You're talking about the pollo asada. Is it just asada? Is it just pollo asada? So that one already went away for us. Maybe I don't think so. Some places might still have it. Pollo asado, yeah. So I tried that, but it's over already. I believe in most places it should be over already. And yes, exactly. The new thing they're testing here is the steak, which is what I got. The steak is expensive as fuck. It's 11 something dollars. So, okay, I was gonna say 11 something. It's $3 more than the cheapest protein. So the trick is to just eat the cheap proteins until you get enough points, and then you redeem it for something expensive. That is the play. I think Red Hawk might actually be asleep. He did say he was gonna set some alarms for this Friday because he was afraid. Because he has a really fucked sleep schedule, just like mine. And so he was worried that he might actually just be asleep. Garlic guajillo steak. Yeah, so that's the thing that I have. God damn it, I hate when I put the stabilizer wire in and I miss the hole. Fuck. I hate when it happens. Then I have to re-lube it. $3.41 and chicken. Exactly. So I got that for free today. Through the rewards thingy. Will I actually pay for it? No. But was it good? Yes. But yeah, once I run out of points and gift card balance, I'm not going to eat Chipotle for a while. Because the prices are going up and their portions are getting so fucking small. It's insane. I swear my bowls are on average 1/3 smaller now. You know how they used to almost touch the lid of the to-go box or the container? Now it's like barely past the plate or the bowl or whatever. Half chicken, half sofritas. So I used to always get the sofritas because I actually like the flavor, but I swapped over to getting chicken just for the extra protein. Are you who just moved to Denver? So I didn't move to Denver, but I just moved to Greeley, which is northeast of Denver. An hour northeast. Half chicken, half steak is the way. But yes, so I guess that's me. What are you in Denver? Because I know they had a... Oh... Why, yes, hello. So who are the other streamers in Denver? I have no idea. I know they had a meetup in Lakewood, but yeah, I only have one friend here. Not here in Greeley, but in the Denver area. So, I am not connected at all to anyone over here. And yes, God is over here. Where's and I have more meat for free? Half chicken, half steak. Maybe I can give that a try, but that means it's more expensive though. Zokia Media, Ooze Brood, and Rando are in Denver. I'm gonna be honest, I have not watched any of the streams. Are they pretty newish? Cause I did not stream for 9 months at least. So I have not kept up. And to be fair, I don't what are you talking about? Are they all keyboard streamers? Or just streamers? Anthony invented streaming. Oh. Don't you know that I'm basically paying God's salary? Twitch would not exist without an innovator like myself. Streamers, programmers, comedians, and IRL. Okay, alright, that explains. Okay, so because I thought they were keyboard streamers, and I was like, wow, am I just very out of touch and isolated? How have I not? But okay, that makes sense though. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, I need to. I mean, I say I need to, but I've been doing fine so far. It's more of a, I know I should. I should try to meet people here and make friends. I know I should. Am I motivated to do it? No. I should though. I should. Like that's pretty much the only, that's like, I would say 75% of the reason I even go out to eat. I mean, I do enjoy it, but you know, it's more expensive than cooking at home, and less healthy. But I mainly do it because I tell myself I should not be that much of a hermit, and just because, you know, I live alone, I work from home. I can easily go a whole week without talking to anyone, like face to face, easily. I can go, you know, 3-4 days if I'm stepping outside my apartment, which is not good. I'm telling them you exist. Then up to you. Well, great. That would be awesome. I mean, yeah, I don't know if, you know, they would care about someone who just does keyboards and stuff. NGB, 35 months. Thank you so much. Well, thanks so much. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tropical Geek. Also, with the subscription, NGB, just wanted to say, I have, oh, Alhex isn't here, but I finally switched on text-to-speech donations. Can I switch that on for cheers as well? I can, right? Oh, I should do that. For bits. So, I went with the British accent. It was a hard choice though between that one and the Australian accent. Anthony came to the Denver comedy scene. I do want to eventually. So in 2020, My New Year's resolution was to do stand-up. I shit you not. I can probably find proof of it on Discord somewhere that I probably told someone that I wanted to do stand-up that year. And then, like, as in, you know, just do like an open mic night thing and just try it out just once. Well, then something happened that year. So I didn't end up doing it. Don't quite remember what happened that year though, but it was a pretty good excuse, I think. Yeah, I even have I still have that one shitty. It's like a really small short list of like, oh, jokes or stories that I could tell or whatever. And then after the whatever happened in 2020, I just was like, oh, I guess I don't have to update that anymore. Just leave it there. Never went back to go edit it. See, I'm hooking you up already. My man. The matchmaker. Did you ever get Chokan spacebar working better? Well, I didn't end up finding a straight 6U spacebar. Most of this week I've spent lubing switches. And which is good. It's good. Also have an 8X MK2 that I'm building next week for Red Hawk as well. Yeah, so work is good because money is good. So if you have any keyboard needs, please send them my way. I need to eat. Longest pregnancy ever. That would explain why I was so depressed. Man, I really wish the bus system here went to Denver. Because... So, during the weekdays, the bus here actually goes to Fort Collins. But not to Denver for some fucking reason. Denver is only 20 minutes further. 15 to 20 minutes further than Fort Collins. But we have a bus to Fort Collins, but not one to Denver. So dumb. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe next week I will finally take the bus to Fort Collins, because there's a lot of restaurants around CSU. CSU is, I don't know what it stands for, but it's a college. And they have boba there. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it. A tropical storm has brought me here. Look at Zokia Media. Hello, nice to meet you. Streamer who lives in, or one of 3 streamers who lives in Denver. I wish I were in the Denver area, but I am in Greeley. Good old aromatic Greeley. Fort Collins Comedy Club thing happening next week. It's this next Thursday. So was it next week or this week? It's this next week. You come from Macau Town? Yeah, well, I did not come from Macau Town. I missed the smell. I miss the fresh smell of smog and haze. I actually much prefer it to the cows and the meat packing plants. See, smog makes you not able to breathe. The cow smell here makes you not want to breathe. On the 19th. Huh. Guess I'll have to look it up. I don't think I have anything going on. Yeah, and I have been wanting to check out Fort Collins. Maybe I'll do it. We'll see. I'll have to look into it. Cause, so they have boba, and they have 3 or 4 places to get Nashville hot chicken. So I'm thinking I should hit up all of those places. Because the problem with the one here in Greeley, I've been going there every week. There's a chicken place here that I've been going to every week. But the problem is it's not consistent. So I've had... So I would say two-thirds of the time, it's pretty good. Not as good as Ricky's, but, you know, pretty good. And then one time it was average, and then one time it was actually a little below average. I got chickens? Yes. Nashville hot chicken, to be exact. Got lots of smog down here. Yes, I did read about that on the Denver subreddit, that this summer is going to be even worse than usual for Denver. With regards to the smog problem. I had no idea that apparently the Denver air is one of the worst in the US. I had no idea. It's because of the geography. And I actually bought sunscreen for the first time ever. Well, maybe not first time ever, but I will probably have to start using it because apparently the UV here is also way higher because of the altitude. Or the UV is way stronger. All the smoke from California fires settle here, and from the Colorado fires. Gotta buy local. Miss me with that fancy foreign imported haze. I'm all about that homegrown Denver haze or Colorado haze. You build one of these every stream. You being sponsored? No, I wish, but all these are keyboards that belong to my friends, and so that's why we all have 7 of these. Because I unboxed, what, 7 of these? Was it on the same stream? No, right? But maybe it was. This is actually the 8th one that I've received. But I've not built 8 because I still have 3 just sitting here. What elevation you'd be above all the smog? So no, so the thing is actually the altitude makes it so that the smog settles around here. Or not smog, the haze. Or not haze. The pollutants settle around here. And something to do with the, what is it to do with the ozone? Ozone layer is thinner, I think, at higher altitudes. I don't remember. I read about it this week and I don't remember most of it. You can get burnt in the winter here, sunscreen year round. Yeah, so I need to start getting used to it because I noticed just this week, I think probably because of how much walking I've been doing, part of my left hand, the skin started peeling. And I'm pretty sure it's from... The weird thing is it doesn't look burnt. And there's no pain at all, but it started peeling. And I can only assume it's actually from sunburn or something. Which is weird because I haven't experienced sunburn since I was like 10 at a water park. So, no idea, but sunscreen is always good. Be the one doing Legos one day. I think I found you that way. Yes. That's why I actually have 2 Lego sets behind me. Everything else, all my other Lego sets are still in boxes. I have not unpacked them yet, which is kind of sad. But I currently do not have anywhere to display them. Also, did you guys see the Lego Optimus Prime that just got revealed? Was it yesterday that they revealed it? Zokia also streams Lego builds. Very nice. Well, that's perfect. I do want to go to some of the Lego stores in the Denver area. The funny thing is, going to the Lego store actually saves me money. So I think, you know how for a lot of people it's seeing those Lego sets in person makes them want to buy them? When I see them, I'm like, well, I've seen it in person now. I guess I don't need to buy it anymore. Anthony gets too much D there. Vitamin D. Isn't there a thing about how the darker your skin, or the more melanin you have, the worse your body is at absorbing vitamin D? So, and really everyone should be taking vitamin D supplements, because the modern lifestyle does not allow us to be out in the sun much, especially during in the mornings. Just made a tiny home in Lego. Very nice. As in your own creation. P for fur. Thank you. Sick watch. It is actually from Mass Drop, believe it or not. I wish I didn't put their fucking logo there though. Look at it, talking about D's. Look at that. Got a D right there. See the logo. Why? Why did they put that there? I mean, at least just having the D there is better than being Mass Drop on there. People of color tend to have more deficiency. Exactly. So that's why I have bought some pills. Vitamin D pills. It's literally the only pill. It is the first supplement that I've ever purchased. Ever. And it's the only supplement that I take. I started doing it because of COVID and how I didn't get COVID, but you know, there's a lot of talk about vitamin D deficiency, and then so I read up on it, and you know, in general, we should all just be taking vitamin D supplements because we all don't have enough of it. So I was like, oh, doesn't hurt. So bought a little jar of it. Coming back to Dallas anytime soon? No. Not at least for 2 years, I think. Yeah, which is very sad. Because literally 2 months after I've moved out of Dallas, they announced that the next Dota major is going to be in Arlington, Texas, which is basically in Dallas. Fucking annoying. I've always wanted to go to a Dota event. Now they're gonna have one in Dallas. After I moved out of Dallas. You'll probably be there. Man. Dude, and there's and the new Ricky's in Arlington looks very fancy. So you could go watch some live Dota and then go get the best hot chicken in the world. First thing my new doctor did was give me prescription strength vitamin D. Gotta compensate for my gamer lifestyle. You know it, dude. Yeah, these switches stress me the fuck out because they're not the smoothest. And welcome back, Zokia Media. Sako 3! Purple! Come back so we can visit Arlington Ricky's, please. Yeah, it's gonna be a while, sadly. Yeah, I can't afford any vacations for a while. Save this with the space bar because that actually feels really good. hate how you have to kind of stretch the plate foam. It's so fucking annoying. Okay, I need to turn down the AC. It is way too warm. I'm not looking forward to the summer. I wonder how this town's gonna be in the summer, because it's a college town. So will it be dead? Who knows? These are retooled Cherry MX Black switches with switch films and prime KB springs, I think. 62 grams. Lubed with... So the springs are oiled with limited slip differential oil. The stems are lubed with 3204. Also, does anyone know the cheapest place to get U4T switches? I am now heavily leaning towards them for one of my 7V builds. Micro Center. So these are keyboard switches. The price is fixed. Fucking price fixing, man. But I said, okay, so yeah, so price is fixed, but what about shipping and stuff? Is there a store in the US that sells them? Because Devna's bought his from Canada. So I can only assume that it'll be cheaper to find a vendor in the US, but I have no idea all the new vendors. Like, I think... Okay, well, I did buy something from... Shit, I don't remember the store's name. The one that made the desk mats. Oh, this is terrible. How did I forget? Gazoo lists the US vendors. Okay, perfect. That's what I'll check them out then. Is there a Micro Center here? There is, right? I think there is. But yeah, Micro Center won't have them. These are very niche mechanical keyboard switches. Man, where do people go these days to get their electronic stuff anyway? Back then we had Radio Shack. And Fry's. Fry's is dead. Radio Shack is long dead. Is there even a... I mean, like, obviously you can get them online, but it's not the same, right? If you need to fix something on the same day, it's nice to be able to just walk into a store to get something. Radio Shack is back online, but it seems sus. Wait, really? I had no idea. LCSC for components. Are they a biggish chain, or is it mostly like a local thing for you? If you gotta loop them first, I think you can order parts directly from Gazoo. So parts, but the problem is, so if I buy switches, I do not recommend ever buying disassembled switches. So as in the switch bottoms just exposed and then packed together in a tight Ziploc bag. That is a recipe for disaster. So I know when they manufacture, they're not too careful with it, but a lot of the bent leaves and stuff that I've seen are usually from switch bottoms being shipped, just exposed without the tops. LCSC is like DigiKey Mouser, but they're in China and way cheaper. Oh. I see. I actually have a friend who... Oh no, my friend works for Arrow, not Mouser. I was going to say Mouser. No, Arrow. A friend who works who just started working there actually. Circuit City. Local, let's see. Then again though, I guess people do a lot less soldering these days. Man, the last time I went to Fry's was so sad. It's very depressing. They had the best deals though. When it comes to electronics. I don't think it was even close. I don't think anyone could even match them. Some of their random sales were just insane. Fries was empty the last time I went. Right at the end, they switched to no-name Chinese brands for everything. Yeah. I learned a bit about logistics and stuff just from reading the articles about Fries' death and demise. Because it has something to do with how... I don't know. So, if you're a reseller, you could either buy the stock, pay the manufacturers up front, or the wholesaler or whatever, and then you have to sell it. And then the other way is, you know, you're kind of on a contract where they send you this, they ship you the stuff, and then you just have to sell whatever they send you. Blah blah blah. I don't remember the terms for it. God damn it. But basically, Fry's changed that, or it got changed because Fry's couldn't sell stuff, and then after that they just died. Consignment. That's what it is. Already at a point where they couldn't pay the bills. Yes. Exactly what it is. No Fries even remotely close to me. That's sad, man. That's why you get an air fryer. God, these switches, so much ticking. Yeah, I really don't know about this. I don't know if we even have enough switches. Honestly. Very, very concerning. Reject ratio? Dude, honestly, if I wanted to be strict to the reject ratio for these, it would be like 80 or 90%. But the thing is, I don't know if I've just gone more strict or something. But yeah. But hey, people who want to use MX Blacks, they want that sound that they can't get anywhere else. Because it's the specific material that Cherry uses. Yeah, it's why I really hate lubing linear switches. Just linear switches in general, honestly. Because I think that a lot of them, I personally would never use them because of weird inconsistencies. And not just Cherry. Like Cherry has very specific problems, for sure. Like, so for example, Garon is not going to run into smoothness problems. But then they have some other issues. Especially ticking. Like, that's the thing that just drives me insane. And it's a problem that's unique to linear switches. Is there a linear version of the U4Ts? So same long pole and everything except just linear instead of tactile. Same housing and all that. Linear enthusiasts I buy 2-3 times what I need depending on switch and bid them aggressively. See, that's the way to do it. The LT. Yeah, this is just what Red Hawk sent me to work with, so. And like I said, I really can't afford to try to micromanage what people send me. Because, especially the linears, dude, I'm, like, if I were to be completely frank with people, almost, like, most linear switches they send me, I was just gonna be like, no, you really shouldn't, you know. Or, you need to send me three times more switches because this is not going to cut it. Just how it goes. Yeah, because the problem with linears is how transparent they are. So if you have any problems with the switch, you will feel it. Rose Fade, welcome to the stream. Yeah, and see, so now what I'm doing is I'm basically sorting through the switches. The better ones, I'm putting them in more high traffic areas of the keyboard. Jesus, dude. The thing that drives me insane is how almost no one recognizes the ticking problems with linears. It's so obvious to me, but every time I have to try to explain it, people are like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, can you describe it any better? I'm like, dude, how the fuck can you not feel it? Like, literally, you give me almost any linear switch, I can find the weird tick for you. Yeah, my only hope is to these will at least sound good. And to be fair, the ticking isn't as obvious once you put keycaps on and you're just typing. But if you just pass me any switch like that, it's just too obvious to me. Yeah, I feel I'm being gaslit every time someone acts confused about the ticking thing. Dude, why am I sweating just standing here? Just like the voices I hear. Did you guys ever read that post about how was it a tweet or was it a post? Someone went to a psychiatrist or a therapist because she kept hearing a voice in her head, and then turns out it was just her thoughts. Like, she didn't realize that that's how other people think. Or I should say how most people think. Some people don't think like that. Some people don't have an audible, not audible. Some people don't have a monologue or an inner narrator. Yeah, that's, you know, I have a hard time understanding how that works if you don't have a voice in your head. Inner narrator is such a d-bag. Mine's a piece of shit as well. Especially when I'm trying to go to sleep. See, if these were tactiles, I could just slap them all on and not worry, and then just solder away. You know, here I am, literally testing each one, each individual switch, and then deciding, oh, where should I put this one? Where should I put that one? So yeah, again, I am so out of it in the hobby, but have we not made an actually smooth replica of vintage blacks? Smooth and consistent replica. Like, why even bother making anything else in this hobby, really? Especially with all the different colored linears. Why even try? Just get clickies, not to worry about anything. Exactly. Just get box clickies and be done. Well, and then you have to be okay with all your crooked keycaps or broken keycaps. But yeah, honestly, with linears, the only way to solve all the problems is get optical switches. That really is the only way. Hardware for custom optical PCBs coming soon. Very nice. I know there are clicky, as in boxed, click bar optical switches as well. But yeah, optical switches, dude. It's especially linears. I shit you not. Because God was trying to convince me that they were really good in his Corsair K100. There's also someone who spent easily over 15 grand on keyboards in like the span of a year or two. And then I've done, how many builds have I done for him? It was at least over 15, at least 15, I think. And now he's just using a Corsair K100 with lubed optical linears because they really are that good. It's annoying how good they are. So I do have a question though. So PC load letter. Would it be possible, for example, say like the 7V, would it be possible to make it optical? Obviously you need a new PCB, you need new switches. But can you take an existing custom keyboard and then make it optical? Another cool thing about optical, you don't have to solder. Shit, that would put me out of business, huh? But that really is the way to go, though. But hey, I can still loop switches. So that still gives me something to do. But yeah, optical is just hot swap by nature. Yeah, dude, even if I can't do playlists, that's totally fine. But, well, and I'm not doing linear, so I don't really care. But it's for the people who love linears. Because, again, it's so depressing every time I loop linears, and then I actually try them, and I'm like, I know that I did a good job, but it's the fucking canvas that I'm working on. It's like if I'm trying to paint on a piece of shit. I can do my best, but it's just, you know, the end product's it's just not what I want. Same way I feel about teaching. Well, aren't you glad that Japanese kids don't really use Twitch? Or do they? I know it's huge in Korea, but I don't think it's as huge in Japan. For the optical clickies. So have you used the optical clickies? I think they're pretty good, right? Hey, but at least you're teaching in Japan, right? At the end of the day. Like, what's the worst that would happen that day? Sleep in class and not listen to you? Hardware is really simple for optical. Infrared LED and phototransistor pair for each switch. I'm here for it. Where's my optical PCB? Where's my? I wonder if Gawk would be. Would do a run for optical PCBs. 3 of my students got suspended this week. 2 of them won't graduate as a result. Rip. Was the punishment deserved? The problem is, you know, when you're that young, you don't understand how life altering it can be to not graduate school, not graduate high school. Davnus! 48 months, that's 4 years. Has Curse my Retooled Black Sword? Yes. But again though, I haven't worked with cherry switches for so long. Maybe my standards are unrealistic. You'll get to try it out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Sunday. Would Gawk be okay releasing the PCB outline? Or does Wilbur own that? Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think Wilbur owns it, I think. Yeah. It's okay. I'm sure you figure something out. Right? And flushing money down the toilet for 4 years? Yes! Even the top donator. But yeah, so so here's the stupid thing though. I've already taken the keycaps off of Chokan 7V. So I did say, oh, you get to compare yours with Chokan's, and then I just took all the keycaps off, I think on stream. Because I forgot that you were coming over to try them out. So, I mean, you could put some keycaps on to try it out. But if you want to put keycaps on the whole thing, you're welcome to do it. I'm not gonna do it though. Two of them, yes. One of them I didn't witness enough of the situation to know. Reverse engineer. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh god, this one feels terrible. Consequence is technically correct for the behavior. Suspending them as a reward, not a punishment for several of them. Yes. I absolutely agree. I never understood suspension for certain behaviors, because I'm like, wait, so now they just get to stay home? Like, I would love a suspension from school. Why the fuck would I not want that? Why don't you just make it so that, okay, you have to show up to school, but you can't go to class. You have to do these other things. Or, okay, you have to do community service. Or you have to do something. Like, why is it that, alright, your punishment for skipping school is you get to not come to school? Wow! Gee, thanks! I will say though, speaking of skipping school, it is very disturbing how much Americans emphasize perfect attendance. It's mind-boggling. Why do you guys have attendance awards? The fuck is that shit? Good job! You came to school every day. and how parents send their kids to school even when they're sick. Or people have to go to work even when they're sick. I know it's not their fault. Most of the time it's the bosses and the management, the corporate culture. Attendance above all? Yeah, dude. My final year of high school, I missed at least 31 days. Maybe it was more. Maybe it was 50 days. I'm trying to remember what it was. But it was definitely over a month that I skipped. Dude, the best part, some mornings, I would be getting ready for school, put on my school uniform. I'm almost ready to go out the door. And so my mom is up early or something. So she comes down the stairs and she's like, do you want to go to school today? I'm like, well, you know, we do have PE today and I was going to go play soccer. And she's like, yeah, but do you want to go? Not really, no. And she's like, just stay home. I'm like, yes. It's great. Perfect attendance from 2nd grade through 11th. You're one of those! Suspension is punishment. Your parents are batshit insane, but now your parents don't care. Exactly, that's the thing, right? But man, the American school system is so fucked up. Because my younger brother, I don't know if he still subs at public schools. I think he's finally stopped. But for a while he was teaching and another thing is how downright disrespectful the kids are. So middle school kids are already bad enough. They will straight up yell racist slurs at you, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it if you're Asian. At least not in Abilene, Texas. You kind of just have to take it on the chin. It's fucking bullshit. Perfect attendance, a child brainwashing that leads to people not taking their vacation days at work. Exactly, that's why I said it's the corporate culture trickling down. It's awful. If you're sick, stay home, goddammit. I don't want any of your shit. I think that's probably one thing that's changed for me is that I used to not really care about like, oh, you're sick? Oh, that's totally fine. Now, if you're fucking coughing up a storm or something, like, yeah, no, we're not. Yeah, don't come and visit me. Just we'll do it some other time. Just even if it's not COVID, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I just don't want to be sick. Take it on the chin, be the model minority, yeah. When my younger brother works at a college. I think did I mention this? I might have mentioned this on the last stream. But yeah, he's walking past the men's dorm because he teaches at a college. Walking past the men's dorm, and you have college students just yelling "ching chong" and all sorts of other shit, and not much he can do. The school doesn't take it seriously. And scumbags have a safe space. Yep. And I think that's why I said also the problem is just that my younger brother has been there for 8 years now. That his tolerance for that sort of stuff is alarmingly high. And I think and it can be exhausting too if you try to take any of the racist bullshit. And like I said, it's explicit. Lumpy Rice, welcome to the stream. Let's set these aside. I think these two are hopeless. Set these here. It's an entire country, unfortunately. I wouldn't say it's the whole country. I think that again, like it really does depend on where you are. Like the crazy thing is, I'm in a small town. Greeley is definitely one of the more rural places in Colorado, but less urban. But my experience here has been way better than in Texas. Lumpy Rice, great name, terrible rice. So when you say lumpy rice, do you mean like the clumps of rice? Like when it's just like a ball of white rice? Dude, I love that shit. It's strange because you think, oh, that's just flavorless. It's just a flavorless ball of rice, but I actually do enjoy it. It's nice. That soft texture is... It's kind of like finding a curly fry in your regular fries. It's always a pleasant surprise. Rare times you find clown seasoning at the bottom of a chip bag. I guess it also depends on the seasoning. Because I can see that being good or being very bad. Oh, now I want to cook rice this week. I mean, I just had rice today, but it was Chipotle, so that doesn't count. Test the stabilizers before we... One thing though, if you're ever eating white rice, any kind of Asian thing, and you're using a plate, please use a spoon, not a fork. Not chopsticks. Definitely not chopsticks. Alright. Now I can finally start soldering. We're already 2 hours in. God. Does anyone here use a wireless soldering iron? Oh, bent pin. Fuck. Not enough power. Too slow. Yeah, I was gonna ask, is there finally a good enough wireless soldering iron? Guess not. No switch pads. We did joke about that actually when I was talking to Red Hawk about it. This is one way to make sure you don't leave your desoldering gun on overnight. Funny you should say that. I actually don't think it's long enough. Oh god, am I a size queen? Not great for extended sessions. Yeah, so I guess I'm stuck with wired for now. I think maybe a better wire would be better. I just don't really like the cable that the Hako soldering iron has. Bit too springy. Back to the topic of rice though. What do you think is the best type of rice and why is it jasmine rice? use the longer tip to grip distance anymore. Wait, tip to grip distance. Wait, what are we talking about? Jasmine and basmati are my two favorites. I don't have a lot of experience with Cal Rose rice, but people tell me Cal Rose rice is like it's like jasmine rice on steroids. Heavily biased with sushi rice, but I wouldn't just eat it. Yeah, I mean that's a very specific, a niche rice. I'm talking like just in general. I think jasmine rice is the most, like, it's the most widely applicable. There are a lot of things, a lot of dishes where you can be like, huh, I don't have that rice. I could use jasmine rice and it'll get to close enough. You know, it'll be good enough. Newer irons are a much shorter distance, so it's a bit more agile. Ooh, really? I was gonna say, is it time to finally upgrade from the Hako? But there's no reason to. It's still working perfectly fine. Jasmine basmati for general cooking. Jasmine, dude. That's the one. That's the one you need if you're gonna buy rice for your kitchen. That's the one. My mom tried to switch my family over to brown rice when we were kids, and because she learned that brown rice is way healthier, blah blah blah. She even tried to mix the brown rice with the white rice to get us acclimated to brown rice. Yeah, we could never do it. All of us still prefer the white rice. Mixing it is worse than full brown. That's a crime. Dude, yeah, no. Mixing it. So, I didn't like brown rice. I didn't like the mix. But I don't know if I preferred full brown rice or the mix. They were both pretty bad. Wouldn't have two different textures mixing them? Yes! But we just did not like the brown rice at all. So I don't know. It's the texture, man. Like, I can see brown rice. Like, if you're gonna do brown rice, then use it with dishes that are specifically made for brown rice. Don't just do a stir fry and let's eat it with brown rice. Like, what the fuck, dude? That's just disgusting. Anthony hates integration. Oh no! White rice power. Shit. I'm a racist. Oh no. For a while when we were on a health kick, we would get half polished rice, which was pretty good, doesn't have that texture. The brown rice, the problem is just the texture. I just fucking hate it. But I also just don't like short grain rice in general though. Well, not short grain. The, what do you call it? The Spanish type rice, basically. What's that kind called? Like the stuff that you'd find in Mexican food. That type of rice. I hate it. I love Mexican food, but their rice, I can't do it. I mean, I'll eat it, but every bite I take, I'm just like, man, this could be so much better. fumes. So many bent pins. God damn it. The hell? You know what I should get though? I should get a rice cooker. I feel like the day my rice cooker died, I gave up like half of my Asian identity. So I haven't bought one since. I've actually never bought a rice cooker for myself. The one that I had was a hand-me-down. Did you have a funeral for it? I did not. But at the time, I kind of already stopped cooking rice for the most part, though. Yeah, now I would say I cook rice at home maybe like once every 2 months. And having to cook it on the stove instead of in a rice cooker definitely contributes to how seldom I make rice at home now. The science behind rice cookers is incredible, though. You guys should read up on it. You know what I should get before getting a rice cooker? I should get a pressure cooker. That is what I should get. What tastes better, rice or pressure? Pressure, definitely pressure. Electric pressure cookers can do rice. Can they do it in like a minute? I've actually never had instant rice, I think. One of the first things I bought when I moved here was a rice cooker, then a PS2. And I bet the former has lasted way longer than the PS2. Microwave rice is decent. I don't think I've had it. You know what I want to try making though? I want to try making risotto. I've never cooked risotto. But you can't use jasmine rice for that. You have to buy... I don't remember what it's called. It has an A in the name, I want to say. Arborio, that's it. I was thinking Aleppo, but it's like, no. That's not it. Yeah, I try not to... I stopped cooking rice frequently because rice is like cocaine for me. I am very bad at controlling myself when it comes to rice. I will eat way too much of it. Oh, here's the annoying thing. I'll make some stir fry stuff and I'll have white rice. Has to be white rice. Jasmine rice. So I'll put the meat and this whatever dishes or whatever that I have on the rice, and I'm like, wow, I kind of put too much toppings on the rice. Like the ratio is off. You know, that seems kind of wasteful. I should probably do more rice. So I add more rice, and I look at it like, huh, that's a bit too much white rice, huh? I have to do a bit more of the toppings, and oh shit, now it's a bit too much toppings. Add more white rice, and in the end, I end up eating 3 bowls of rice. Risotto is delicious, but it's not rice. So here's the thing. Okay, so I'm no what's it called? I'm no risotto expert. I've literally only had risotto once, maybe once or twice. What exactly makes it different from rice porridge? Like, I mean, I know the texture is slightly different, but what exactly separates the two? If I wanted to switch the physical side mouse buttons on my mouse at opposite side become left hand, is that possible? No. I mean, technically yes, but is it possible to do it at home? No. One way you could do it is if you had a 3D printer, but then you'd have to be okay with a 3D printed shell on your mouse, and I would hate that. Yeah. You're better off just buying a left-handed mouse. I know you don't have a lot of options, but you know, unfortunately for left-handers, that's the best you've got. Yeah, but then the PCB work, because then it also depends on the way it's set up. So some of the nicer mice will have physical mechanical switches for the side buttons. The cheaper ones will just have rubber dome stuff. But at the end of the day, is it worth it to go through all the trouble? I would say no. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Because if you're gonna do like a fully custom one, it's gonna be, and especially if you have no experience with it, with doing PCB work and all that. Because if you ask that question, I would assume that you're not exactly you're not a veteran with electronics, things like that. So I would say, yeah, it'll end up being way more effort because then you also have to learn how to. You kind of have to start from zero. Makes more sense to buy any number of the mice that came with ambidextrous side buttons. Yeah. I mean, some of the ambidextrous mice are moving away from even the left-handed buttons, like the Razer Viper V2. Now only has, it's no longer fully ambidextrous. It's just no longer ambidextrous. Gotta save the 3 grams of weight. Are you even a gamer if your mouse is more than 60 grams? G Pro used to be left-handed. Yeah, I think. So okay, honestly, do you wish when you started using a computer or when you started gaming on a computer that do you look back and think, wow, I really should have just learned to use the mouse on the right hand? Like as uncomfortable as it would have been, do you think you should have just... Well, the thing is, you don't know, right? Because I know left-handers who just use a regular mouse and just use the right hand. And the thing is, at the end of the day, we don't know. Right? Your right hand could have been just as good. Because we think, oh yeah, my non-dominant hand, my beta hand would not be as good at mousing. But the thing is, if you told me to switch hands, my right hand probably wouldn't be that good at pressing buttons either on a keyboard. How does TTS work? So, I don't remember what number I set. I think I set it to 350. So, I think if you donate 350 and above, then it should read the message. It should. I can try to do I swear to God, it's not a scam. But I'll try to do a test. Hold on. So, if I do a test donation.
Money! This is a test donation for $41.
How the fuck you Southeast Asian? I mean, I'm Malaysian. I'm Malaysian Chinese, so I'm Southeast Asian. There's actually a huge population of ethnically Chinese people in Southeast Asia. It's actually, the population is actually way bigger than I thought, because I didn't realize how many Chinese people there were in Indonesia and the Philippines. But they are way better integrated though over there. So a lot of them don't even have Chinese names. Same in Vietnam.
experts here are just really dumb. I'm not saying the outcome is perfect, but I already explained the process and how we got here.
Girlfriend is Chinese from Cambodia. Yeah, like I had no idea. It was only until quite recently that I discovered it, because like the Chinese influence in Southeast Asia is massive. It's insane. Because even, for example, balut, the duck fetus thing, a lot of us would think, oh yeah, that's a Filipino thing. Turns out it's not. It's popular in half of the Southeast Asian countries, and the origin is, surprise, surprise, China. It was the Chinese immigrants that brought it with them. Yeah, I had no idea. I just thought it was a Filipino thing. Most of the people that I've spoken to, most of the people in Malaysia and things like that, all just thought it was a Filipino thing. My Filipino friends thought it was a Filipino thing. They didn't realize that other Southeast Asian countries also ate duck fetuses. Brazilian soccer player Marcelo was dropped from his team for continuous farting and laughing in the dressing room. I can't tell if that's real, but Marcelo is kind of a dumbass, so maybe. Coworker was poor as a kid in Vietnam and they ate that because of cheap protein. So duck fetus was cheap compared to just duck eggs or chicken eggs? I mean, I have no idea. I'm actually curious. Use my mouse with my right hand, but I also write my right hand because I went to one of those schools where they forced it on you. Oh boy. Did they whack your hand with a ruler on the knuckles? Doesn't let me paste the whole thing. You just have to keep donating. Hold on, let's try the... So that's the British one. What is a Welsh?
Money! This is a test donation for $15. Money! Southeast Asia is the best Asia, the power to and long live the glorious South. Tell them donos the only letters you need are you. S and A.
Oh shit, we should have used the American English.
My name is Russell. Money! This is a test donation for $9. 1 second.
I think there's more protein that way. Embryo. Yeah. No idea. But man, duck eggs are expensive though. Alright, so we've got this soldered. I'm gonna go ahead and test the switches. Or the assembled board right now. So it means I'm gonna grab my surface. Hold on, let me, NGB, I'm sorry, hold on, let me try the bits thing. So, I don't know if it works for bits, I can try it.
Hello, my name
me try. Where is it? Bits. Oh, there is a text to speech. So minimum bits. $500 bits. And wait, closed. Enabled. Okay, so I think.
This is a test bit alert.
Oh, I need to change the. So I'm gonna change the bit to 350 and the voice. Okay, so I have it set up for cheers or bits now as well. So hopefully it'll work. 1 bit per character for TTS. I only have 28 bits. Sadly, I don't see the setting here. Channel points. Oh. I wonder if I can. Maybe there's hold on, let me see. Follow, subscription, donations, bits. Cloud bot? No, that's Cloud bot. What the hell? I'll have to look into it. Maybe there's something for that? I don't know. Because right now I don't see it. But I'm using Streamlabs. $230K channel points. Gotta get to that million. You're almost a quarter of the way there. I don't use Streamlabs OBS. I use OBS Studio. I did think about switching over because it's more straightforward to use. But so I used to use it on the gaming streams. So whenever I was at my computer desk, I would use Streamlabs OBS. But then for all my, actual streams, I stuck with OBS Studio, and now I'm glad I did because turns out Streamlabs are scumbags. Yeah, but right now the problem is the thing that I just haven't had time to look into switching all of it over, because if I try to switch to Stream Elements, I don't know if I can keep all the data from Streamlabs, because all my top donators, top cheers, and all of that is saved with Streamlabs right now. Maybe there's a way to export all of it. Trasherama, hello. Are you just doing everything in the kitchen now? Yes. Literally everything. Yeah, it's not pictured, but there's actually a toilet over here too. You don't shit where you eat, man. Hey, man, some people like that, okay? You trying to tell the whole world you don't eat ass? Alright, so all of it works. That's good at least. This aside for now. Put these away. Now to bring the board out. So tonight I will have 3 assembled 7Vs waiting to be shipped out or picked up. Tell Red Hawk to get a new daughter board for the 7V. They didn't put any ESD protection on it. Oh boy. Here, I'll send it to him. Page down blinking in the middle of that row. Was that you? I think that was me. I know what you're talking about, but I did accidentally hit 2 keys at the same time. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I took a screenshot of your messages and I'm gonna send it to Red Hawk. All the gaskets installed before I started stream. So let's screw this thing in. You know what cracks me out every time? Whenever cats come up to you and get static shock, and they get so surprised every time. Yo, what the fuck is that? Dude, that's from you. Fucking rubbing against the carpet all day. These dumbass cats unable to grasp the concept of static electricity. Yeah, man, like, what the fuck? You mean they didn't even graduate from? They didn't even do 9th grade science? Not 6. You know, this is 6.25. Never had that happen. Never? My friend's cat. And I'm not someone who is very staticky, but I guess my friend's cat is especially staticky. Inside an indoor mall. Interesting. Dude, how does Red Hawk even build computers? If he zapped so many keyboards, is he one of those people that actually uses the, or has to use the ESD strap thingy? So humid here, I never had problems with static. Good for you. Yeah. Over here it's dry. Gaskets installed. Daughter board screwed in. Cable plugged in. Damn it, did I really put that away? It's so clean! Yes, Chokan. I really love the clean vibes that are oozing out of this keyboard. God, I hate those words so much. I don't get why people hate the word moist so much. Like, did everyone just decide, okay, let's make this word the most annoying word, and then we'll just all run with it. It's a fun word to say. Fallacy. Welcome to the stream. Put it on a heater in the winter. Heater lowers the relative humidity. Same with AC, right? AC probably lowers it more. I don't know. I hate humidity, but I don't want to fuck up my electronics. So clean we can count Anthony's nose hairs. Dude, that's one of the worst things about having black hair. You actually have to keep your nose hairs in check. Moist is indeed fun to say. Yeah, I don't get why people are like, oh, stop saying that word. Oh, it sounds so disgusting. Oh. Like, why, dude? Like a chocolate moist cake. Sounds so good right now. Probably my favorite word. Project Builds X. Thank you for the raid. Oh right, he might have an ad, huh? I'll have to wait like a 30 seconds to a minute before I say hi. Oh, no ad. Very nice. Hello, hello. What have you been up to? What about all the raiders? How's the Friday treating you guys? I am Zuzo1 Anthony. I have been doing keyboard streams for over 4 years now. Over 4.5 years, maybe. I also build. Keyboards for money. To switch lubing as well. So if you have any keyboard needs, you can hit me up. Yeah, so welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Buy an Alienware PC. Is this because of the Gamers Nexus video? Messing with the magnet. Weird freaking board. Oh, I didn't realize the magnet was an actual keyboard. Thought you meant an actual magnet. Holy shit, they stick together? What the fuck? Dude, that's so trippy. Oh, and sometimes they don't like each other? These bots are getting better at getting around my blocked words. Dude, he's not a bot, okay? He's a streamer. He just raided us. Don't be mean. Alright, yeah. Best moderator in town though. Look at how fast he worked. He banned them before I even saw the messages. Test. The test to see if Project Builds is a bot. What do they call that test again? Something to do with the sentient robots and shit. Turing test. That's what it is. I don't even know how it works. Which of the following would you most prefer? A puppy, a pretty flower from your sweetie, a large, properly formatted data file? Oh, definitely C. Does that make me a robot? Shit, dude. If that means I'm a robot, then I want to be a robot. Okay, keycaps. Let's get some PBT keycaps on here. So what is weird about the magnet? The keyboard. I have been out of the hobby for at least 9 months, so I have no idea what's even going on anymore. Tanvir. The Red Hawk is a weed, so we're gonna use the Japanese Himsto Black and Black set. Magnet 65. Oh wow, what is that thing on the side? Typing angle 5.7 degree. Is there a significance to that? Bluetooth 3.0 and 5.0 plus 2.4G, not even 5G. I want my keyboard vaccinated, damn it. Individual Type-C connector, RGB lights, hot swap switches. Acrylic Bluetooth window. Oh, hold on, I should bring up the window, huh? The browser. Do not go gentle into the good night. Oh, who's the poet that wrote that again? Because we actually had to learn that poem in school. Robert E. Frost? Is that his name? Standard version $399. Golden version is with brass $499. Volcano reactor. Eminem. Space fantasy. I guess he's not heard of the phrase sci-fi. I wonder if that's the actual because I don't know what sci-fi is in Chinese. Maybe that it is just it does literally translate to space fantasy. Maybe. Wait, or is his name Space Fantasy? Am I just being incredibly dense? Oh, Dylan Thomas? Alright, Robert E. Frost. Oh, wait, Robert E. Frost is a poet, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? Yes. He's the Road Not Taken. That's the one that he is. Never mind. He's also the one who did the Red Wheelbarrow, I think. Oh wait, no, it's William Carlos Williams? No. Wait. Oh, is this a right? Oh, what the hell? Oh, maybe this isn't the one. It's another one, not Red Bull. Damn it, I don't remember. Anyway, back to the magnet. So, what are the initial impressions for the board? Does anyone know? Does anyone keep up with it? Oh man, look at that black, dude. Oh, that's good. Oh my fucking god. You guys realize what I've done? Man, I just want to go to bed. So the last two boards that I built had a Sangan bottom row. The last 7V I built was Sangan bottom row. You replace mine with Pop-Tart and I'd be none the wiser. Dude, Pop-Tarts? It should be illegal to market them as a breakfast food. It's fucking crazy how much sugar there is in them. I actually don't remember what flavor I used to get. Frosted strawberry. See, I don't like any of the fruity stuff. I don't remember what I used to get though. When I was in college, I ate a lot of it. Which may or may not have contributed to why I was a 200-pound beast. Project builds. What was strange about the magnet? And to everyone else, if you are interested, in the magnet, you should check out the VOD on Project Builds' channel. If you click on the link in chat right now, right now, right about now. Hold on. Look at that! Best mod in town. Jazz Guitar Jeff, welcome to the stream. Legalized Science. Cinnamon one is decent. So I used to get the cinnamon one. Hold on, I'll have to Look at a list of the flavors. I'm always so scared of accidentally breaking the tabs or the wings on the 7V PCB. The funny thing is, the more 7Vs I build, the more afraid I am of doing that. It's like, I can't keep getting away with it. Surely, eventually, I'm gonna break something. Okay, let me look. Pop Tart flavors. Strawberry banana Pop-Tart bites. That sounds fucking disgusting. Let's see. Fruit Loops. Boston cream donut, huh? Oh, dude, brown sugar cinnamon. Yeah, so that one I used to get for sure. I think the brown sugar does the most of the heavy lifting, though. I'm pretty sure it's the main reason why it's good. This one, frosted chocolate chip, it's alright. Frosted chocolate fudge, I think I used to get that one. Oh, I didn't realize, dude, look at that, 4.8 stars. Is that the highest rated? Okay, frosted cherry is also 4.8. I do not like cherry flavored anything. I fucking hate it. Frosted chocolate chip cookie dough. I think I've had that. 4.7. Frosted s'mores. Frosted strawberry. Look at that. Frosted strawberry 4.7. Brown sugar cinnamon 4.8. Dude, is there a dark chocolate Pop-Tart? Salted caramel. Ooh. Oh, 3.3 though. But now I'm curious. I do like salted caramel. Is there a dark chocolate Pop-Tart? I mean, it doesn't have to be official enough, an actual Pop-Tart. Damn it, I have to make it myself? Why? I want to be lazy. If I'm going to be unhealthy, I might as well be lazy. Anytime I eat breakfast, I feel tired immediately. I only eat one meal a day. And it's breakfast. Or brunch, I guess, or whatever. And it's not a dad joke. I'm not saying, oh, I only eat one meal a day, so it has to be the first meal. It is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, no. As in, I am really hungry. Right when I wake up. So most people who do intermittent fasting or do one meal a day, they actually prefer doing dinner. They'd rather not eat anything for the whole day, and then when they get home from work or whatever, they'll eat a big meal. I'm the opposite. I would rather go to bed hungry than think about how hungry I am for the whole fucking day. I'll have a lemon cream pie. No, the lemon. Wait, but isn't it just It's alright. The lemon stealing whores won't let you get away with your lemon cream pie. Pop-Tarts arguably cannot be considered food. Dude, it's just sugar. Just sugar in various colors. My students get the whole grain reduced sugar strawberry and or brown sugar cinnamon. They're just so awful. Pop-Tarts are completely propped up by the sugar. Dude, that's why I said need a dark chocolate Pop-Tart. Who the fuck rates Pop-Tarts? Apparently a lot of people. I mean, that's what we're doing, right? Salted caramel pretzel sounds interesting but rated low. See, the thing is, if it's rated low, it might actually be decent. Because the average person who enjoys Pop-Tarts enough to rate them on their official website probably have shit taste anyway. Like, oh, this one has no flavor. As in, this one is not 95% sugar. So it tastes like shit. 1 star. I have to have something in my stomach to fall asleep. Does it have to be food? You see, that's the thing. I hate going to bed hungry. But what I hate even more than that is going through the whole day hungry. I literally, all I think about is what to eat or how happy and satisfied I would be when I finally get to eat. It's actually debilitating. And so now I just eat within the first few hours of waking up. So I get that out of the way and then I can actually do things. Fine not eating during the day. See, yeah, I cannot do it. It's just all I will think about. It's awful. Maybe I need therapy. So focused on coffee and work during the day, I don't even think about food. See, dude, here's the thing. The best weight loss program for me, honestly, is if I didn't have to do any work, if I didn't have to worry about paying bills and all that shit, and if all I did was play Dota, I will lose weight so fast. Because I can easily forget to eat. Yeah, the thing that kind of kick-started my weight loss was I was going through a rough time and I didn't eat anything. Literally not anything. All I did was drink water and sparkling water. I didn't eat anything for over 72 hours. 72? It was over 3 days. So over 72 hours. I didn't eat a single thing. Like not even any snacks. I just didn't eat anything. And what did I do? For most of those 72 hours, I just played Dota. Sure, there's research papers on what is better as well as psychological phenomena. Protein is key for brain and organ function. Yeah, that's why I said, I don't know. For me, I know a lot of people, that's why I said most people most people I know and most people that, from most comments that I've seen, they talk about how, yeah, they would prefer just eating dinner when they get home from work than eating early in the day. But yeah, for me, I really cannot function without food. I just can't do it. And it's not even so much a physical thing. It's very much a mental thing. It's a psychological thing for me. The thing is, though, I think... So, I would say that I used to be able to do it. I think my mindset has changed, though. I think because now I've I only eat 1 meal a day. I've been doing this for over a year now. For 1.5 years now. Holy shit, it's been 1.5 years. And I think that the thing is, what's happened is... Wait, did I actually solder the keys after I desoldered it? Fuck. Dude, I am about to just toss this keyboard at the monitor. Yeah, I noticed my soldering iron was still on, and I'm like, I would never leave it on after I've done soldering. So talk about food and forget to kill Bond. Wouldn't that make me a good Bond villain though? Because that's what all Bond villains do, right? They let him live and then, oh no! I hate that trope in movies and television so much. I hate whenever the protagonist is like, oh, this person killed my mom and raped my village, gouged out my left eyeball, branded my left testicle, and circumcised my unborn son. But, oh, he looks so sad though. Just on the ground. I cannot do it. I cannot kill him. I will let him live because I'm the bigger... Fucking bullshit. The annoying thing is, it happens in Inglourious Bastards 2. One of my favorite movies. Fucking Shoshana. What a goddamn dumbass. Oh, fuck. Did I just spoil it? Did I just spoil that movie? It's okay. You won't remember what I'm talking about. I scream at the TV. We're nothing alike. I won't become like you. Yeah, these are the people who are like, okay, if you could travel back in time, would you stop Hitler? And they'll be like, well, see, if I killed Hitler, that would make me a murderer. That would make me just as bad as Hitler. obviously I cannot do that. Okay, so I actually soldered that. Fucking lost it, circumcised my unborn son. Dude, yeah. You know what they say. If it has a beating heart and a fully functional foreskin, it's a person. I think it's been long enough for anyone to have seen it by now. That's the thing, right? Dude, whenever I watch movie or TV show reviews on YouTube, I don't even watch movies and TV shows often, but I watch the reviews. Or at least from Angry Joe Show. And they have a spoilers section at the the second half of the videos. And I would just watch the spoilers because I'm like, I will never watch it anyway. I'll never watch the actual thing, so who gives a fuck? And I love whenever then they complain about something in the movie or in the TV show. I'm like, see, that's exactly why I would have never watched it anyway. I like that justification. Yeah, I'm not missing out because there's that one stupid bit. Is Mechanical Keyboards a good site to buy from? Are they a good website? Yes. But it really depends on what you're buying. But if you're talking like, are they reliable? Are they legit? Do they have good prices? Do they? Okay, keyboard parts. They don't have the best prices, but all their keyboards and all that stuff, great. I mean, I haven't bought from them in a long time, but the multiple times that I have bought from them have all been very good. So if they're still run by the same people and still have the same company culture, then yes, they would be a great place to buy from. Arguably, we would not have built up the military-industrial complex as much in this country without Hitler. Well, thanks, Hitler! You fucked it up for all of us! I guess Japan might have done what it did without Hitler. Here's the conflicting thing, right? Like, I know what happened in Nagasaki and Hiroshima was obviously atrocious. And some would say that there was ample evidence that Japan was ready to give up and ready to surrender without the nukes, at least not 2 nukes. But I'm conflicted because Malaysia was being pillaged by Japan, like much of Southeast Asia at the time. It was not good. Like, my grandparents were alive. I mean, they were lucky to be alive. They were not lucky to be alive during the Japanese occupation, but as in, they were lucky to have survived it. That's what I meant. And, you know, they exited because of the nukes. Or the Japanese exited. And yeah, they were fucking horrible. Right, so that's why I'm conflicted, because, you know, and I don't know enough about how true the whole thing about, oh yeah, you know, the Japanese military was ready to surrender. Maybe I need to do more reading. I don't know, but so I don't know if the amount of force was justified. But can we compromise and say maybe one of it was justified? One of the nukes, but not two? I don't know. Taiwan made it out okay because Japan was already in control of Taiwan since 1895. Dude, Malaysia was fucked, dude. And I hate that Japan has never actually apologized for it. Like that, don't get me wrong, I know, for example, South Korea still is very anti-Japan. And they got it even worse than Malaysia did, as far as I know. Because of proximity. Yeah, I'm not anti-Japan or anything, but what was my point? But yeah, but I do hate that they still to this day have not acknowledged their war crimes and apologized for any of it. That still rubs me the wrong way. Actually in the right place now? Dude, if I still soldered anything wrong, I'm actually gonna cut the stream. I've never owned a PC, for real. Never? When you say never owned a PC, you mean a desktop computer or do you mean a non-Mac computer? I mean a Mac is technically a PC, right? They're like, oh, it's not a PC, it's a Mac. It's like, it's a personal computer. The Mac is a computer. Unless it's like a public computer. It's not your computer, it's our computer. But public computer is still a PC. Japanese are pretty brutal to the countries they occupied. Yeah. Not just pretty brutal, very brutal. Downright brutal. Any steps toward apology I soon walked back by the next Hawk government. DMX Tricks, hello. Such a multidisciplinary, complex topic I struggle to know or justify anything to. It's bizarre how humans can be swayed into violence and war is unacceptable. Yeah, I mean, that's why if I had done or continued psychology post-grad, I would have most likely done social psychology. Some sort of behavioral psychology, basically. Most people go into psych, like abnormal psych, which has to do with, you know, therapy and things like that. Very individual. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Mostly because I know I don't have the energy to be a therapist. But, yeah, social psychology. Shit is wild, man. The kind of things we do in groups that we would never do as individuals. Similar story for the UK. Apple, 1984 to 2008. Not because I'm an Apple fan necessarily, just what happened. I want a PC now. There you go. You trying to build one for yourself? What are you planning to do? I want a MacBook. Dude, those new Macs, man. The M1 chip, damn. Dude, with my use case, well, to be fair, I don't even ever use a laptop anymore these days. But back then, that thing would last me like 2-3 days before I'd have to charge it. Cause it's not like I watch videos or anything on there. I just use it. Maybe music. It would just be Discord and Reddit and things like that. Always my therapist on Fridays. Yeah, the reason why I knew I couldn't be a therapist, or I didn't want to be a therapist, was, and my psych professor actually talked about this too. He says everyone has a jar of empathy. There's for every day. There's only so much you can give out. So he's kind of a boomer. He's really anti-social media, and he says the thing that is bad about it is how a lot of us end up spending our finite amount of daily empathy, or you can think of it as energy, emotional energy, on feeling sorry or angry about things that we can't really do anything about. So we read about something that happened across, on the other side of the world, and be like, oh man, it's terrible. We'll put a like, or we'll write a comment, and then just be kind of emotionally done for the day. So when people around us need help, we don't have that energy anymore, or we don't go out of our way to help people anymore, because we're like, man, I've already helped out. I'm already a good person, or I'm tapped out, dude. So emotionally drained. And he talks about how that's why a lot of therapists, a lot of psych therapists have dysfunctional families, because they spend all their empathy at work. They listen, and they you can't just listen, right? You actually have to try to put yourself into your client's shoes to try to help them figure things out. And by the time you get home, you're just done. You're just exhausted emotionally, that you don't have anything left for your family. And it's especially because in most setups, you get paid by the number of clients or sessions that you do. It's not a fixed salary. It's you just get paid the more clients you take on, the more sessions you do. And so therapists are incentivized to take on as much work as they can, and they burn out. They spend their empathy bar, all of it, at work. Yeah, and so I know I can't do that shit. I think very early on I recognized my own limits. Then the M1, existential philosophy. Emotional cognitive energy depleted. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Social media isn't actionable unless you're Elon's son of apartheid. Money Musk. Hell yeah, dude. Saving the world. By buying one social media platform at a time. Who said about decision making? I don't really agree with it. Don't really agree with what? As in there are only so many decisions you can make in a day? Ah, look at that beautiful mod colored tilde key. A jar? I might have half a shot glass worth of that. See, the thing is, as long as you recognize how much you have, I think that's definitely the most important part. A lot of people overestimate how much emotional energy they have. It's like, dude, you really cannot try to care about everything. It's good that you want to, but it's just not feasible. Saw that on Reddit saying his deal for Twitter is on hold because something about all the bot accounts. Yeah, I did see that. Not on Reddit, but I did see that. Maybe he just found out that a lot of his stands are just bot accounts. And now he's sad. He's like legitimately sad. It's like, oh, wait, those are actually bots? I think keyboard modders get the best boutique grease and lubes. Exactly. I've got just the kind of lube for your M1 chip to make it run smoother. One of the teachers at school has a limited wardrobe because of that. Deciding what to wear takes decision energy. I mean, I can see that though. So maybe for you, you don't care about that because you actually enjoy making that decision. But there are things that, you know, we just don't want to care about. Right? So maybe for some people it's eating the same thing every day, or every, you know, say like every Tuesday they'll go eat this thing, every Wednesday they'll go there, every Thursday they'll go here. Or things like your phone. You don't have to choose a new skin or a new icon pack every week. Why? Because right now you just don't care about it. You just think, oh, what the fuck, why would I want that? I just want my phone to work. So for these people, for them it's just, I just want my clothes to work. That's it. I cover my genitals. I don't look homeless. I won't get kicked out of a restaurant. Good enough. I'll just wear this every day. That's how easy life of Apple. I mean, that's why I've thought about. I have a Pixel 3a right now. I have thought about switching over to Apple, but every time I think about having to use the Reddit apps on Apple, not having an actual file system, or File Explorer on Apple. Having to even the backups are kind of weird too. Just the thought of that makes me just like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't swap over. Valued a company not too long ago that's in the ball bearing industry. Shit, dude, I'm in the ball bearing industry. Not the biggest balls, admittedly, but still a burden that I have to carry. Apple experience is so bad for me. I only use the email on my work iPhone. Yeah, I think it's kind of just rose tinted glasses. The problem is, see, here's the dilemma, right? I'm like, I just want my shit to work, but if I switch over to Apple and I'd have to relearn everything. And it's such a different experience because Android is close enough to the Windows experience with the File Explorer and things like that. If I also have to change from that, then is it really low maintenance? Is it really I don't have to ever look anything up or deal with anything? Because everything would be new and I'd have to do exactly what I don't want to do. It's not my shit to work the way I want it to work. Exactly. I don't just want my shit to work. I want it to work the way I want it to work. The way I'm comfortable with it working. A diet plain flavor. Yeah, but dude, I'm running out of choices for phones. The Pixel 6a just got released or announced, not released, revealed. It's way bigger than the Pixel 3a, has no headphone jack. Like what do I do if my 3a breaks? And here's the annoying thing. Some things are already feeling slow. And it's because of feature creep. I hate feature creep so much, especially in Google Maps. I swear to God, with every update it gets slower. Because they'll add some extra bullshit that no one asked for. If they made an iPad with macOS on it, I'll probably buy one though. See, here's the thing. I've used iOS before because I had an iPod Touch. I have never used macOS. Like, I would say the total time that I've spent using anything with macOS on it, navigating anything with macOS on it, is less than 15 seconds. I was gonna say 0 seconds, but I might have, like, touched a Mac at an Apple store or something. But I would say less than 15 seconds. total. In my lifetime. Earlier today, I was talking to my next door neighbor outside in his backyard. He had a friend over, brought his dog. His friend's dog started to face on my neighbor's dog. Yes. I had exactly the same experience. Just a typical Tuesday, you know. Man, I will say black PVT looks amazing on the Black 7V. It's crazy how good it looks. Never seen anything like it. I get why you never need Mac OS. Yeah, I know, so I'm saying I've never even used it, because like even in college, I didn't have any close friends that used Mac OS really. Or even if they did, I would just never touch their stuff. So on something portable to run Lightroom on. Everyone says to just run an iPad. There's no proper file system support. Not worth it. Yeah, so I'm not saying I've been avoiding Mac OS. I don't have anything against it. I just somehow the way my life has worked out, even though I'm always on computers and stuff, I just have never really used Mac OS. KBHD everything matte black keyboard. Same here, Windows, Linux. I haven't made a point to avoid, just what happened to be available. Oh, I've never used Linux for sure. But, I mean, I'm sure you've used Windows before. Because, you know, if you're using any kind of public computer or anything like that, you know, I'd say like 99% chance it's gonna run Windows. I would switch to Linux if it wasn't for anti-cheat in games. Yeah, I mean, and making sure that things work. I just really don't care for tinkering with things anymore. Oh, you're right. These are the wrong rows. Shit. So that means I can't do this. So what the fuck would I even use? You're absolutely right. Why did I do 2, 5, and 8? Oh, right, because I usually do these 3 for 75s. So I actually do have blanks. I have Gateron blanks that I could use, but they're in another bag and I don't want to have to look through them. You know it's black on black so no one can see anyway. I'm just going to put the 5 here. Then I'm going to do home and end. Literally the last key I flipped. Amazing. We actually did high school 97. We actually did Apple Computer Labs. Used to love tinkering. Cousin Ron's my HTC Magic. HTC Magic? Look at this guy. At the forefront of technology. Arch Linux, not anymore. Yeah. I had a jailbroken iPod Touch because I'm a hacker. It's kind of like how I built a computer because I wanted to mod Skyrim and do all that shit. And then I just don't even do it. I just always unlocked and rooted my Android phones until I got the Pixel 6. Yeah, I just still in my tinkering phase, but I do prioritize stability a little bit more these days. See, I mean, it's the thing. It's not even so much a getting old thing. It's more of a, you know, priorities and interests and all that. Like, if it's still your hobby, then, you know, I can see you still doing it. But I guess for me, it's no longer a hobby or an interest. So, you know, other things I want to do in my spare time. But I mean, I also work on stuff for a living, so I don't want to have to do anything remotely similar when I have free time. I had a OnePlus phone. Do I like my Pixel or OnePlus better? Pixel is way better. The thing about OnePlus is the camera fucking sucks. But yeah, the specs and everything are amazing. 90Hz screen on the new ones are great too, but the camera, man. That's another thing I want to just work. People are like, no, dude, you can install a custom camera, APK, and all that shit, and then you do this, you do that, you install the Google, you know, the Google camera on your OnePlus, and you do all this shit, and then you can take decent pictures. It's like, bro, I just want to open up my phone, snap a picture of the keyboard just in case a customer comes and tells me, hey, you didn't actually build the board. I'm like, no, dude, I fucking... Glad they announced the 6A. I might end up picking that up. Perfect. If you do it, then I can see it in person. But yeah, I don't know. I still use a headphone jack all the time. That's the problem. And then I have to buy a fucking weird ass dongle that splits so that I can charge my phone and plug in the headphones at the same time so I can DP my phone. It's kind of annoying. Man, dude, this PBT really goes well with the black anodizing. Man, that is so good. I wanted to use GMK white and black on mine. I'm thinking maybe I should just do this. The plan originally was to do GMK white and black and to have a 6U because I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I bought a 6U black GMK spacebar. And then I was going to use 6U, but now I'm like, let's just do this. Pixel 6 Pro gets so fucking hot while it's charging and stop charging while I'm in the car. Oh, yes. I've read all the memes about that. Because of overheating. They do make some good dedicated dongle decks now, but yeah, not any good split options for charging at the same time. Yep, that's why it's annoying. Because most of the time when I do bust out the headphones, it's when I'm, say, on a bus somewhere. Like, not even just like, I'm not saying like a public bus or whatever you call it. I'm saying like, you know, hours long bus ride. Basically like a Greyhound, or if I'm on a plane or something. That would be the usual time where I would bust, or if I'm somewhere where I'm gonna be for hours, that's when I bust out the headphones. And that is exactly when I need to charge my phone. Because otherwise, you know, I don't need to have my headphones in. Man, this looks so good. Alright, let me plug this in. I installed the gaskets early and did most everything early because I wanted the stream to be shorter than 3 hours. We are now approaching 4. It's okay, this is not 7. Yeah, I had to wake up early. Gotta wake up. Oh, I should check the schedule, huh? So Dota major is going on. And for the past week, the past 2 days, the games have started at 4 a.m. I wonder what time it's going to start tomorrow. Maybe I can look it up. Oh, can I just use my phone? Maybe it'll be faster. Let's see, what time does the major start tomorrow? Wait, May 12th? Or did I just... Oh, May 13th. There we go. Wait, no. May 14th. It's in 4 hours. Shit. I'm gonna sleep for like 3 hours. Fuck. So everything works at least. That's nice. That's a relief. Famous last words. Yeah, but the thing is, we're still gonna be under 4.5 hours. Still pretty good. I got in the habit of bringing wired headphones and wireless earbuds to work so I could listen to my music with nice headphones and then swap to my wireless to charge. Oh, wired headphones. Oh yeah, that really is stupid. Inspired to build a PC now. Well, do it. It is fun though. The first one especially is fun. Exciting. Bit scary because you think you're gonna break something. I will say it does look very, very nice. It's incredible how good it looks. Shit, now I want to build mine. Actually not gonna do a 7V next week though. Actually gonna do an 8X. Then a week after that, what am I doing? Alright, I need to follow up with... Someone is supposed to send me an LZ Erghost. But it's been a week, I haven't heard from him yet. 8X MK2, I want to say? I might be wrong though. I'm pretty sure it's an MK2. Should probably write down a list of things you want to bring, by the way. You're gonna bring the extra... It's Sakabuto. Remember, it's really Saka Butthole. Sakabuto, PCB and plate. Because Davnes is coming on Sunday to pick up his keyboards. Imsto Black and Black. What else? Stabs, switches, desk mats. Not desk mats, switch pads. Some frozen chickens, yes. We should figure out what you want to eat. I'm gonna have to pay for all this sleep debt sometime this weekend. Mods, peace to load letter, Devness, Chokan, thanks for being here. Peace to load letter, thanks for the bands. Jazz Guitar Jeff, Project Builds X, thank you for the follows. Project Builds X, thank you for the raid. NGB the 500 bits, Lumpy Rice with the follow. Davness with 48 months. Alhex with $3.51. And Sako 3 or purple with the resub as well. Zokia Media. NGB with 35 months. Thank you, thank you. And for a hot dog, dude, I am actually hungry because I only ate Chipotle today. So I bought a bunch of garbage because I found the clearance section at the tiny grocery store near me. I can't believe I missed the clearance section this whole time. It's like tucked away in the corner somewhere. But yeah, everybody have a good weekend. Anyone have suggestions on someone to raid? Anybody? Hey Google, turn off desk light.
Alright, turning the desk light off.
Anybody got any suggestions? XXW, sure. No idea who that is, but we shall go. Invalid username. Lol. Sing Sing Wong. There's a Timato and Guren. Is that Juren or Guren? Also, hello, Gawk! Hello, hello. This is the 5th 7V that I've built. I have 3 more over here. So now I have 3 assembled 7Vs and 3 unbuilt 7Vs. Just sitting here in the apartment. Alright, so thank you again everyone for being here. I hope you have a good weekend. Gonna go raid Sinsin Wong. Go say hi. Give them a follow. Make them battle each other. Dude, I should do a 7v Beyblade arena type thing. Alright, see you guys. We'll do the raid right now.
I appreciate it. Hello 001 Reed. Where are you meeting today? I'm showing off this case I'm giving away. Is it glow in the dark? Is it glow in the dark? Can someone confirm? Oh. 001. Hello. It glows? Okay, cool. Yep. Thanks for the follow. Hello everyone. My name is Patricia, or Xingxing Wong, or XXW. I'm a keyboard streamer, but I also stream World of Warcraft. So, yes. I like keyboards and I like gaming, and I love my dog. Yep, so this is what I'm